It states Hooke's law. So it says that when a material is loaded, within the elastic limit, so this is very important. This is within the elastic limit. Stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is directly proportional to strain. So that means you have the stress which is directly proportional to strain, which is, in other words, sigma is proportional to epsilon when it is within the elastic limit. So this term is called the Hooke's law. Elastic limit. So this term is called Hooke's law. So here, that means the sigma is divided by epsilon will going to be E, which will be where E is constant of proportionality, which is Young's modulus, which will be equal to the modulus of elasticity, which will be modulus of elasticity, which is equal to E, or Young's modulus, where sigma is nothing but stress and epsilon is nothing but strain. So this is about the Hooke's law. So this Hooke's law is also holds good for both tensile. Hooke's law holds good for both tensile and also compression. So here, so this is about the Hooke's law. Now we are going to consider the modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus. So the next condition or the next definition will going to be the modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus. So the modulus according to the Hooke's law, that is sigma by epsilon will be equal to E, where E is nothing but the modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus. So the modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus is defined as modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus which is defined as the ratio of a linear stress. It is defined as the ratio of linear stress to linear strain within elastic limit. So that is modulus of elasticity E is given by modulus of elasticity, which is E, which is given by the ratio of linear stress to linear strain. Linear stress to linear strain, which is in this case linear stress both it can be tensile or compressive stress. Similarly here also we have tensile stress, tensile strain or compressive strain. In the sense that compressive strain. So that means E will be equal to linear stress, that is sigma T, that is for tensile, by epsilon T, which is tensile for the Young's modulus, or similarly Young's modulus E will be equal to sigma C by epsilon C, which will be compressive stress and the compressive strain. So in other words, in general, E will be equal to sigma by C, sigma by epsilon, where it will be within the elastic range or elastic limit. Next condition or the next definition, or we are going to take up a small derivation, which is the stress, strain and deformation. So stress, strain and the deformation now. Here, which is an extension or shortening of length. So that is stress, comma, strain and deformation, which is either extension or compression or shortening in a straight or uniform section So that means or a sectional bar. This is the heading which is going to be the derivation, a small derivation, a simple derivation on this. So here, if it is a tensile extension, means you have a bar of length L, where you have a tensile load which is applied here. So this is going to be the tensile load, wherein the extension takes place here, which will be delta L here, which is as shown in figure A. So this will be, we will refer this as A. And similarly, for shortening, we have a bar again of the same length, wherein because due to the shortening means we are going to have a compressive load which is going to be applied. So we have a compressive load P which is acting here. So we have the compressive load. The shortening of the bar will going to take place here. So this will going to be the P. So now the load which will be the original length of the member will going to be L here. This will going to be the original length, which is small l, and this is going to be the length of the member which is going to be shortened, which will be delta L. So here, let P will be equal to the applied load. Let P is the applied load, that is, it can be a tensile or compressive, which can be tensile or compressive load. So the figures A, it shows the tensile load, so this will going to be the tensile load and this will going to be the compressive load. When the tensile load is applied, so here A is the cross-sectional area of the member, area of the bar. Then delta L will be equal to the change in length, which is denoted by delta L, change in length, and small l is going to be the original length of the bar. Original length of the bar. So in this case, if you are considering the tensile load, here this is going to be the tensile load. Because due to the application of the load, the bar is going to be extended the length which will be equal to delta L. And when you are considering the compressive load, because when the load is applied at the compressive in nature, there will going to be a reduction in length. So this will going to be the delta L, which will going to be the shortening of the bond. So stress is given by the sigma. So the definition of stress, what is that? The load applied by the original cross sectional area, which will be equal to A, and strain, which will be strain according to the definition, epsilon will be equal to the change in length by the original length, which will be delta L by L. So here from Hooke's law, that is the definition of Hooke's law, what it says from Hooke's law, he says that from Hooke's law, so he says Young's modulus, which is E, Young's modulus, it will be E equals linear or longitudinal stress, linear or longitudinal stress, longitudinal stress divided by linear or longitudinal strain, linear or longitudinal strain. So that means in other words, that is sigma E. So here E will be equal to linear stress, that is again sigma, which is by the linear strain, which is epsilon. So according to the definition here, the stress is the load by the original cross sectional area, which will be equal to P by A, and then strain is given by the change in length by the original length of the member, which will be delta L by L. So therefore here when we are considering this, E will be equal to P by A into L by delta L. So according to that means we are cross multiplying these two. That means we are going to get that means we are going to write one more step here. That is E will be equal to P by A divided by delta L by L. So which will be equal to P by A. When you multiply this, L will go to the top and delta L will come to the ground. So which will be equal to E. So what is our requirement? He says it is the extension or shortening in a straight or uniform sectional bond. So since it is only the extension, that means it will going to be only the change in length. If it is an extension, it will be going to be tensile. If it is shortening, then it will going to become compressive. Therefore, delta L will be equal to P into L by A into E. So this will going to be the expression for this stress, strain and the deformation. So here stress is P by A, strain is L and delta L, and the Young's modulus, which is the shortening, which will going to be E, which will going to be the Young's modulus. So this will going to be the derivation for this particular